Welcome to Raw Talk, Real Healing.
It's like therapy, but with more laughs and less copays.
I'm Gabby.
And I'm Diana.
We're licensed therapists.
But here, we just want to have raw and unapologetic conversations.
So come vibe with us, where professional meets personal.
Let's get it.
Hola, Gabriela.
Hola, chica.
What's up?
Nothing much. Just here for another Raw Talk, Real Healing.
Woo-hoo. I'm so excited.
I am too. I like this. I like this gentle era we're entering in.
I know. How about season 2, episode 1?
Fire.
Fire.
What a good turnout.
Yeah.
Would that be right? Turnout?
Yeah.
Everybody loved it.
I know. So much love that we got.
Yeah,
on
and
that.
support.
And support and good feedback.
Mhm.
So we got to get Rosa back on. Shout out to Rosa Allen.
Thanks for coming, girl.
Yeah, and dealing with us. She says we're like what'd she say? We're like two parents fighting or something like that?
Yeah. We're really not that bad. It's just we wanted it to be, I think we wanted it to be perfect. Like, we were so focused on like getting that done, having that first guest, and it turned out great. We just had so many technical difficulties literally from the time we recorded to the time we posted. So we were a little stressed.
Right. I was literally up to like 1:30 in the morning, like trying to figure it out, chatting with the people. I'm like,
better you than me, because that night for me wasn't it.
yes. So episode 2, this is going to be fun. I'm excited for this episode.
Yeah, there's nothing too crazy that we're talking about today. We just want to give you guys our group chat energy. So I know we've mentioned this before. It's literally me, you, Rosa, and then Jasmine, who she's also going to come on with us. But we want to give everybody the feel of what our group chat is like, what we are like off camera, off the clock, out of office.
But we're going to try to make it a little bit clinical to give you guys that support that you may need.
Yes.
But this is group chat energy right here. So we're going to answer some questions, play a little game. Let's make things a little fun. Because I'm all about clinical skills here and giving, but I like to have fun too. And one thing that I am trying to do is, I know you're making that face, is be a little bit more open, even though that is definitely hard for me because I'm so private.
I know.
And I'd be like,
I know, but I feel like in the episodes where you show up more you, those are the best ones.
Yeah.
And I used to say this all the time when I was younger, that I was really good at keeping other people's secrets, but I was never good at keeping my own. So I've always been very open, and I just feel like that's something that is not uncomfortable for me. So I'm really glad that you are starting to get more comfortable in this space, being more of who you are, because the version that we get in the chat is my favorite version.
They can't get that specific version though.
Close to it.
Close to it, but not that version. All right, so you ready?
Yes.
Let's play a game. Hot take or hard truth. I think we did this a little bit at the end of last session. That was fun.
We did like a rapid fire.
Oh, yeah, that was right. Okay. So, is closure overrated?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Because I think a lot of times people think closure comes from somebody else, but I think a lot of times closure needs to just come within yourself, because sometimes we think that we need the closure, and then when we get what we thought we needed, it doesn't change anything. Like anytime any of my clients come to me and say like, I really just need closure, I'm like, why? What is that going to change? What is that going to do for you? And how can we get there together, leaving that other person out?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to give you my response of like, if you were asking for closure, if you were a client, not a client, if you were you in the group chat, I'd be like, bitch, move on. It's over. Close the door, keep it moving, because at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything.
Right. It doesn't change anything that has happened.
Right. Now, clinically, right, this really depends on what the situation is and what we might need closure for. But I think one thing that you mentioned that's really important is the closure comes from within yourself.
Yeah.
Because we are not in control of other people. And like we already know, some people are just not nice. Some people they just don't get it. Some people, I mean, I can go down the list. But if you are waiting for someone else to help you close that door, you're going to be in trouble.
Right. And some people just aren't capable of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, like, there are moments in the chat where we are clinical with one another. And I feel like there are times where it's like, okay, guys, I need you to show up as like your therapist self, because that's the advice I need right now, not the rough one where you're like, bitch, move on.
Yeah.
Because I don't do well with that one. That's not my version.
And that's my best right there. Because I just feel, what was that? What was that? Was it an Instagram or meme that I think Jasmine sent about a Virgo? Remember?
Yes.
I forget what it said. What did it say? It was like,
I don't know,
rip you to pieces or something like that, but got your back or something like that. I can't remember.
She said something about Diana showing up with all her guns. Diana has her license to have guns, y'all.
Yes.
This is real deal.
This is real deal. Nothing illegal here.
No.
Yeah, but that's funny. But I feel like I'm just so like passionate. I think we like love so hard.
Yes.
You know, like don't fuck with mine.
My sister's a Virgo and she's the same exact way.
Like look, if you buck, like I'll be ready to say the word. I'll be ready like we was at Drake.
Earlier today, I was a little late because, of course, my brother has to group FaceTime us. So he said something to my sister. He's like, I don't know. Do you really think you're ready to knock the bricks off someone? And I was like, are you? Because I'm not.
Right.
I said, I am the one who's not, and that's okay.
Yes, we know that. But that is okay because that's authentically you.
Absolutely.
And we love it.
Thanks.
Yeah. So closure can be, yes, sometimes a little overrated, but also we want to be mindful of sometimes there are really traumatic experiences that people need some closure for. And so we might need to work through process of closure, what that looks like, but it looks different for everybody.
Absolutely. Okay. This is a good one.
Okay.
You don't need another situationship.
Not a fan. I'm just not a fan. It doesn't work.
No.
Situationships don't work.
Mm-mm.
Again, this is my opinion. Maybe some people thrive off situationships, but I don't even know at this point. Like, when did friends with benefits turn to situationships, turned into like, there's so many different names, you know?
Yeah, I don't know the other ones.
Yeah, it's crazy. These kids come in my office and I'm like, excuse me? I say kids, God, young adults sometimes too, but it's crazy. You are only creating self-doubt. Your confidence down the drain. Forget about it. Like, you think you're like, big bad wolf in these situations, like I got it, I'm doing me, but then you come and your world, like the rug just gets pulled under you, and then you're like
boo-hooing.
Yeah. Get out that situationship. Love yourself enough.
However, I have a different perspective.
Okay,
and I knew I would.
Okay.
I think sometimes situationships are beneficial to you in relation to where you are in your own healing and growth. Because I wouldn't say that they're situationships for me, but I feel like when I was dating, I learned a lot throughout that process of like what I wanted, what I was looking for, what I needed. And I felt like going through that, it taught me what was important to me in relationships. It taught me how to show up and speak and be firm and clear of what my boundaries and values were in relationships. So I feel like depending on where you are in your healing, in your journey, wherever you are in your life, they could be helpful.
Okay, I can definitely, I understand that. And again, that's why I said my opinion. I'm also, on the third floor, you know.
Same.
Oh, yeah, but you just got to the third floor.
I've been on the third floor for 1 month. I'm
Exactly.
bedded.
Exactly. No, you're not. Baby. So maybe when I was in my early 20s or whatnot, maybe that was like, okay, because I'm trying to figure it out. So you're right. Like, just think it depends on where you are. I think it depends on your experiences. But situations, I just don't love them for people.
Yeah.
And I used to have a friend who, not a situationship person, and decided to try it out. And I was like, don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Like, that's not you. You ain't about that life. Some people are about that
Do
life.
I know who we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Some people are about that life. Some people
Right.
just don't care. Some people just got a little bit more than others, a little bit more song, or I don't know what
Right.
it is. I knew that this person didn't have it.
Yeah, some people can
Mhm.
do that, and they are like literally doing them, and like that's cool. Me, can't do it.
Sorry. You got to know. You got to know what you got to offer. You got to know who you are. You got to know, like, if you are firm in that, like, I'm that bitch, like, I got this and I know where I am and I know this is for this and I'm going moving forward. Cool, then by all means do you, boo. But if not, sit your ass down.
You want to know what's really crazy? I feel like there was a point in my life where I was young, like 19, 20, maybe a little 21ish, where I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because I feel like at that time, my self-esteem and self-worth was definitely not where it is now. It was like on its way down.
My point exactly.
But it's right. But it's weird because I could show up and know exactly what it was. And I was good. My one friend used to tell me all the time, she'd be like, Gabby, you are my favorite hoe. I'll be like, you go in and you know what it is. Like,
yeah. But also think about it. That's exactly what I mean. In that moment, you're showing up thinking. I feel like that's like a defense mechanism there.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, nothing about that fills your cup. Nothing about that makes you like empowered. Like, nothing about that. Because at the end of the day, it's screaming low self-esteem, low confidence.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, I think we all been in those situations for sure. You know what I mean? Like, when you don't know your, worth or
Absolutely.
value. You know what I mean? And don't have that self-esteem. But yeah, I mean, but now, at my big age,
On the third floor,
on the
I'm
third
new and
floor,
improved.
close to the fourth floor, and proud.
This year, 38th,
Mm-hmm.
ATE.
ATE. That's funny. I'm like ATE. I'm a little slow. Yeah.
That's fine.
So good. I like that. I like
Okay,
that.
good.
Healing isn't aesthetic.
True.
Okay. Let me see your point of view.
It can get ugly.
Okay.
Like, I feel like one of the big things that people are so scared to go through therapy and to go through that healing journey is to bring up like the old wounds and to bring up like the old stuff from the past that maybe we didn't realize affected us as the way it did. So I think throughout the process, healing is never linear. Like, it's never like I start here and I'm going to keep going. So I feel like it has, I'm going to talk about my little class I took last week. It has hills and valleys. There's highs and lows in it, and I think the lows can not be cutesy.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that's why some people just like overall avoid therapy?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too. Because let me tell you, we gonna ugly cry.
Oh yeah, I boo-hoo.
I don't boo-hoo in session, but
not with my clients. I mean, in my own session.
Oh, right. I know.
I'd be boo-hooing.
Yeah. But
My poor
sometimes
therapist.
people come in there and they're like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm just, this is what it is. First session. Intake. Boom.
crying. And they're
Crying.
always like, I'm so sorry. And I'm
Sorry.
like, it's okay. This is what this is for. Like we're letting out a lot.
Yeah. So, okay, I do agree in that aspect that healing is an aesthetic because, in your point of view, but also like we have to get comfortable with knowing like that it's not linear and it's going to look a little rocky, but
Mhm.
you're worth it.
Absolutely.
You're worth it. And that alone is aesthetically pleasing. You know,
I
to
think-
go through the healing process
Yes.
is going to look crazy, but it's all POV.
Yeah, and I think when you get towards the end of your journey and you're like healed and you're living your life and you want to have plants and it's beautiful, that is aesthetic. Like when you're my favorite, romanticizing your life on a Friday night, reading a book on a couch with a candle lit, perfect. That is aesthetic.
You would be so proud of me.
What'd you do?
Like I am just on the romanticizing myself at night. Like
With your
Kindle? Yes. But like in my skincare, like I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing. Look, I'm doing everything when on my time coming
Love
back.
it.
I've probably read like 7 books in the last like couple weeks. I don't even know. It's not even
That's
funny.
crazy.
Yeah. And I'm just like my little candle.
Yes.
You know?
I do love that for you. I do. Because you would be crazy, like doing all kinds of stuff at nighttime, like just chill.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't been reading a lot of books because I fall asleep, but I start out reading and then
Yeah, I've been reading some good ones lately, so
I
it's
just,
like I can't put it down.
I love that.
I know. My favorite kind of book.
I literally was falling asleep on the couch, I think last week, and Mike was watching a show and I was like, I'm going to get up and go to bed. And I got in bed and I started reading to like fall asleep. I was up for an hour and finished my book. It was nice.
Yeah,
And he fell asleep on the couch, so I had the whole bed to myself. It was great.
love it.
Me and Carmela.
Love it. So healing can look aesthetic afterwards when you're romanticizing yourself, when you found that sweet spot.
Yeah.
When you find, I should say, that sweet spot, it can look good.
Yes, I agree.
Awesome. Oh, I like this next one.
Mhm.
Friendships as therapists.
Okay.
I like this because this really is us.
Yes.
Our group chat, we're all therapists.
Yes.
I love it.
I love it too.
I love it because we all have a different style of therapy too.
Yes, we do. I feel like you and Jasmine's style is like a little similar.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like me and Rosa's is a little similar.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like me and Rosa's style is a little similar, and then both of y'all have your own separate like styles.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh, we should ask that.
Me and Jasmine's style is so different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So very different. In good ways.
Yeah.
In good ways.
Oh, very good ways. That's the best thing about therapy. And I think a good point to make is you are not going to find the same thing in every therapist.
No, definitely
So like, don't give up. You have to know what you want. You
I
have
feel
to feel
like-
good.
Sorry. I feel like finding a therapist is like dating. You
Yeah.
have to know what you want. You have to know what you're looking for. And sometimes you have to try a couple to find what you want. So what would you say? Or no, I'm going to answer actually. I feel like I have a good take on this. I feel like friendships as a therapist change.
Okay, what do you mean?
Cause like, you know how when you like outgrow people,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with the therapist perspective, it's almost easier to accept that like, okay, this just isn't working for me anymore. Like knowing that and having done the work and, you know, being in the chair of a therapist, I feel like I'm able to be like, okay, this is really about them. This is not about me. And it's okay that we've outgrown one another because some people just aren't capable. And maybe people get there not being a therapist, right? Like maybe people get there throughout their own journeys, but I definitely feel like it gives a different perspective. But then, oh, I just thought about this too. I feel like it also sometimes changes how I show up for people because I feel like Monday through Friday, it's really hard for me to show up for others like after a day of work. And I know we like talked about this a little bit in last week's episode with Rosa, but I feel like I used to be able to be there for my friends a lot more mentally than I can now. Which kind of upsets me. Like, I feel like I have to work on a balance, and it has improved, but it's kind of hard sometimes.
But I also think it's because you have a lot of personal things going on too. Like, you just started your own business. You're trying to, get that
That's
up, like
true.
home life, stuff like that. So I think that plus workload is just kind of taking you out right now. But on the contrary, right? You're like, you accept like, okay, this is not where I am. This is not for me. I feel like as therapists, we have this understanding that you get to have that season or moment in your life, and I'm going to love you regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like we have a better
Yeah.
understanding of like, right now I'm in my busy mom era and I don't have that time. And
Yeah.
so, okay, boom, what works for you? Like, we're very understanding and like we meet each other where we are. And then on the drop of a dime, if it's like 911, we're like, what's up? I got this. I'll leave this person with this. We'll show up. Do you want me to come get you? Do you like,
Right.
what does that, look like?
That's true too.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
I think that's very true.
Yeah. I feel like that is what makes our personal like group, like, that's why I love it so much, because we understand where we are. We give each other that space, but then we show up like, you need me? You want me to shake my
Right.
buns?
Right.
Or do you need that space? And like, I'm not gonna be like, why is she feeling like this? Or you know what I
Right.
mean?
But I also feel like that works for us because we all do that for each other. Like, we are all friends in the aspect of like, if I'm showing up for you, I know that like you're also showing up for me. And I feel like we all reciprocate that very well. And even though we all have like our own strengths and stuff, like, I know I'm not the most thoughtful person on the planet, but like, I show up in other ways. And I feel like our friendships are very reciprocal.
Mm-hmm.
Where like, I don't think I've always had that.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. That's one thing I do. And like, in so many different ways.
Yes.
In so many different ways. Like, hey, I'm going on vacation. Can you let my dog out, feed my dog? Hey,
Right.
you want food? What does this look like? Hey, I got this. Can you help me with?
Hey, I'm sick. I'm gonna DoorDash you some emergency. Like,
Yes.
great, thanks.
Like, oh, I can't make it, but girl, I got you. Take rest. Like, when Rosa was on her conference and like Carter was sick.
Yeah.
Hey, boom, DoorDash done. Like, he's good.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like we just show up in whatever way, and like it's just lit.
Our girl gang.
Girl gang. Who said that? I think it was Pam, right? She said no.
I think it was Shailene.
Yeah. Shout out to Shailene. Hi.
Hey, girl. Never met you.
Yeah. Oh, we heard so many good things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that.
Okay. This is a good one too. Okay. Being a therapist changes your dating life.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. But I also think it could be good or bad.
Yes.
It could be good or bad. But also, sometimes, I don't know about you, but I don't always show up with my therapist's mind, because sometimes Jamal would be like, time out. Aren't you a therapist?
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be this great communicator? Or don't you teach people how to
Mhm.
communicate, but like, you don't even want to talk about this thing right now? And in my head, I'm like, yeah, but that's not who I am. That's what I
Right.
do. And I do that in a very specific setting, in a very
Yes.
specific time with specific people.
Right.
Not in my house. Like, right now, that brain is shut down.
Right. And I feel like even when you're going through, like, I know me personally, I have worked very, very hard on the way that I communicate in relationships, especially my romantic ones, because I know that I can be nasty. And like, I don't know if I said this before. I feel like I have. Me, my dad, and my cousin, we all always say we're truthers. If I have a thought and it's the truth, I am not trying to be my therapist self and like communicate it effectively. No, I'm gonna let you know about yourself and I'm gonna say the truth. And it might hurt your feelings. Sorry. But I hate when I try in the moment, like, how can I say this? How can I say this? How can I say this? But like, there is no nice way to say it. And I'm gonna fucking say it.
I was about to say, sometimes you just gotta say it.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. Or even like, being a therapist, like, we're not exempt to like having feelings and emotions. Like
Right.
sometimes I'm going to get frustrated and angry and irritated.
Right. And I think, like we touched on last week as well, like we wear so many different hats. Like we don't always show up with our therapist hat on, and that's okay.
Mhm.
And another way I feel like it affects your dating life too, I feel like, I don't know, you weren't a therapist before you were with Jamal, right?
No, I was in school
Right.
still.
So you haven't really like dated as a therapist. And I remember being like, I don't want to tell people I'm a therapist because I feel like people have their own like judgments kind of. And I felt like maybe that people wouldn't like me because they were going to be like, oh, she's this person who's just going to talk to me like a client and she's going to analyze me and she's going to do all of this stuff. So I felt like it was almost like intimidating a little bit. So I feel like it affected my dating life in that way. I mean, I ultimately would tell people like, yeah, I'm a therapist. Like, it's cool.
So here, I'm going to give you another perspective.
Yeah, I love
I
this.
think it helps sometimes too.
Yes.
Because I'll get, like if I'm working with couples and sometimes I see like from the outside looking and I'm like, oh my God, like I gotta, if I feel like I can relate to that somehow or like, or more important, like I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like I go home and I'm like, okay, what am I working on? And then I see things and, you know, and then make more intentional efforts to do so. So sometimes I do share. And then there are moments that I will be like, wait a minute, because Jamal's like, don't therapize me, please. Like, just be you and I right now. So it goes both ways sometimes.
My brother-in-law, he's a school counselor, so he's gone through some of the same like schooling and stuff that we have. And my sister said sometimes he will ask her, like when she's having a rough day or, you know, whatever, he'll ask her, like, do you want me to show up and give you like counselor advice or do you want me to just be your husband? And I like that. Because sometimes people aren't always looking for a solution. They just kind of want the support. And I feel like me in my personal life, I'm always like, I want to fix this problem for you. Here's my advice. And I feel like sometimes it's really hard to separate.
One of my favorite things, especially when I'm working with couples, is to say like, okay, we need to ask that specific question. Like, do you need comfort right now or do you need solution?
Right.
Because sometimes we might always want to be the one like, let me fix this, let me problem solve. But like right now, like I don't need you to tell me what to do because I probably already know or like I know what I did wrong in this situation. I'm just maybe feeling a little low and need your support or comfort in that, you know, space. So I would say ask. You know, and sometimes when I have conversations with your mom, like I just need comfort. I don't need solution. Just listen.
Right. Please.
Please.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, exactly. So that's good. I like that.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Okay, next question.
What we struggle with personally. You go first. Tough one.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what do I want to choose? Well, I kind of just said sometimes I struggle with communication. I know that because I can get loud real quick. I'm always yelling. Definitely that. And anxious attachment. It shows up a lot. And I feel like I've done a lot of work in that aspect where like I see the insight and I can process it, but sometimes it takes me a minute to like take a step back and be like, okay, this is what's happening, Gabby. If you don't get your shit together, something bad's about to happen. So I will say definitely there.
For me, I don't know. I feel like communication sometimes, but only when it comes to like my personal relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jamal will be proud of me for saying that because he's like, don't you come from Accountability University? He's so annoying at that.
You ever? No, you don't.
Because I'm like, take accountability. And then when I don't, or like when I'm just like, I don't want to talk about it, he's like, don't you come from.
Do you have a hard time taking accountability sometimes?
I'm going to say yes, only because sometimes he does say that, and I don't want to discount what he says because he sees something different, apparently, that I don't see. But I think I'm just stubborn. That's what it is. I think I'm stubborn, and I think I struggle with like control.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Like, not self-control. I'm pretty good there, but just like wanting things like in a specific way. Like today, like I'm trying to like put things back. I'm like, why are these things here? He's like, just relax. Like, put them down. Like, okay, well, why is this right here? And like just trying to like, are you doing this? Like, where, you know what I mean? It's like, he's like, chill. Like, relax.
I
like,
can
I'm
relate though.
we got to be here at this specific time. He's like, if we don't get there at this time, it's going to be okay. And I'm like, but no, it's not. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like I want to be in control to make things okay. Maybe like perfectionism.
Yes. Diana, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Those are my things.
Okay. Look at you showing up vulnerable.
I know, right? That's not easy.
No, it's not.
Ooh, you know what? I used to have and maybe still a little bit. And my girlfriend pointed this out last night, like being a performer, like a people pleaser. Oh, I struggled with people pleasing for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. Always showing up like, this is what I can do for you. And I feel like in relationships, I used to be like that too.
Yeah, same.
You know?
Maybe still. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe a little. But I think I've gotten a lot better with that. So I think now just focusing on like, everything's okay. Like, it's fine. Everything's fine. It doesn't have to be, you know, like this one way. You know what I mean?
Right. It doesn't have to be perfect, and we can get to the solution in different ways. However, I do feel you on like wanting things like in their appropriate place and like just having a clean space and stuff like that. But I feel like that's partly because like our brains are so all over the place at times. Like we want like our outside world to like be more organized.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'll come in here and be like, please, like, don't mind the mess. And you're like, what?
Oh my God, I do that all the time. I'm like, this place is a fucking disaster. And Mike's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, don't you see this?
Yeah.
Don't you see this?
Don't you see that book right there on the table? Take that shit off. That bothers me so bad when things are like just like randomly in places.
Or when the couch is a mess. Like the pillows and the blankets, and then Carmela literally is like a child and has every single one of her toys out every single day all over the place. And I'm like, I look like I run a doggy daycare.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay.
I like that. Do we overanalyze everything as therapists?
As therapists, no. Personally, with anxiety, yes.
For me, I'm going to say no. I don't overanalyze everything.
I do.
Yeah, I think it's easy. Like in certain situations, maybe. Oh, in this situation, like the podcast and editing and that. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I do overanalyze.
Right. But we want it to be authentic.
It is authentic, but some things cannot, like, everything isn't for everybody. You have to learn that. That's a struggle for you. I'm gonna put that out there.
With what?
Everything isn't for everybody. You are an oversharer.
I just said that. I can
know.
keep everybody else's secrets but mine.
Yeah. And so like sometimes
just cut it out. Like, not cut you out. Like, cut out what I say. That's all.
No, that's what I do.
Okay, good.
I'll be saving you sometimes.
What do I say?
You be saying some crazy off the wall shit sometimes.
Group chat energy.
Just like Rosa was like, are you gonna cut that part out? I'm like, yes.
I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to.
Okay.
You know, I do it for us. But yeah. No, we don't overanalyze everything. I don't think. Maybe some things. I don't know.
No, and I feel like that's what I was talking about, how it changed dating. Like, people assume that we overanalyze everything, but like, when I'm not a therapist, when I'm off the clock, like, I'm not,
Ja.
Ja.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's bust into this rapid fire.
We can't stop and chat in between.
Okay, ready? Misunderstood therapy myth.
I feel like people think that when they come to therapy, they have to lay on a couch, and I'm going to sit here with a clipboard and be like, so how does that make you feel?
That's good. That's really
Because
good.
that's not what I do at all.
No. I mean, some people do get comfy and lay on my couch, but
Yeah.
yeah. But that's not the concept of
How about you, Myth?
that you have to, like, something has to be wrong with you to go to therapy.
Yes. So not true.
No. I have people show up like, listen, I got so much to say and I have nobody to say it to, or I just need to word vomit in here. Sometimes I
Yeah.
just need to dump in here and then like go out because I can't hold on to this. I'm like, great. Come on.
Perfect.
You know what I mean? And on top of that, you'll get a little, feedback and perspective, flip a little bit, and you're like, oh, see, you know what? That's why I needed this.
Exactly.
That's it. You don't have to be crazy, number
Right.
one. And you don't have to like have something wrong with you per se. You know what I'm saying? To
Right.
show up and want to have that space.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Okay. Phrases clients overuse.
I'm healed.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I was going to say that one, but I knew you were going to say that one. There's so many phrases.
But I feel like I never can think of them off the top of my head.
I know. Me either. I'm healed is one that I feel like people say and then they come back, they're like, just kidding. I'm not healed.
I just thought of one when they're like, "Ugh, I hate when you're right."
Okay.
I love when they say that.
Of course you do. And I feel like a lot of stuff, like buzzword stuff that people say.
He's a narcissist.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. What was that? Noise. Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. Green flag in relationships.
Respecting boundaries.
Love that. I think a green flag in relationships is saying, hey, we need to table this. Let's give ourselves some space.
Consistency.
Oh, yes. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Active listening. Love it. Showing up.
I was just going to say that.
Yes.
Okay.
All of the things.
Yes.
Therapist red flags. Go.
When you're constantly like 20 minutes late, when you have people waiting in your lobby 5 minutes because something ran over, okay, it happens. That's kind of what happens to me a lot. So I'm not going to say that's a red flag, but like 20, 15 minutes and just having them wait for you, wild. Not respecting their time.
Right. I like that one. I think when the therapist talks more than the client.
Yeah. This isn't your session, boo. Pookie.
Yeah. You got another one?
Nope. I'm doing the next question.
Okay.
One boundary that you wish everyone had.
Mind your business.
Oh my God. I was literally just going to say, mind your motherfucking business.
Like, how can we say that nicely? Mind your business. Mind your business.
Oh, a boundary I wish everyone had. I wish everyone was able to say no.
That's a good one.
Saying no for yourself.
No,
because saying yes to something for someone else is saying no for something for yourself.
We said that before.
I did.
I remember.
My mom loved it. She loved it.
Yeah. I think that's a good one. And also, like, everything doesn't need to be shared. I think that one is going to be my top.
Okay.
Because whatever you are thinking that's maybe not nice. I just said, who did I say this to? I can't remember, but like, I think my mom taught me that at like 2, maybe still in the womb. I don't know.
Have a
If you
filter.
ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like your opinion about something or whatever. Like, I don't care. Mind your business.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like everything understood doesn't need to be said.
Love it.
Yeah. I like that one.
Okay. Perf. So, moral of the story, y'all. Therapists are human too. And I feel like that's always the message we're trying to relay. Like, we're human. We're really focused on showing that to everybody. Like, just because we're therapists does not mean that that's the role we're in all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the most important thing that we want to focus on moving forward is like creating these honest conversations about mental health, because mental health it's just extremely important.
Yeah.
And I even dare to say, sometimes people do take it a little bit like to the extreme. We want to be able to like bring that back and have
Right.
these honest conversations so that people feel like empowered and like less alone
Mhm.
to like really show up for themselves from the inside out.
Absolutely.
Like you gotta heal from the inside out. You can't just be like, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not.
Right.
Listen, sometimes you have to push through whatever challenges you're going through. Yeah. But sometimes you gotta chill. You gotta sit back and like figure it out and really work through it, because what people aren't realizing is they're wounded and they're just opening wounds and they're not allowing them to heal properly. And you're not giving yourself what you need in order to heal from the inside out.
Absolutely.
So let's continue to create conversations
Mhm.
about mental health specifically to create that, avenue for people, and like no clinical pressure.
Yeah.
When people start talking clinically all the time, I feel like that encourages people.
Yeah, I feel like first, one, it gives me the ick. Two, I feel like when you're constantly talking like that, why do you feel like you have to make yourself sound like the smartest person in the room?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I mean, sometimes I'm gonna tell you, what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If that's what it is, like whatever, intervention or strategy we're
Yeah.
using. But I'm gonna break it down for you, and I'm gonna make you feel comfortable with it
Right.
too. And because we gotta learn. I want your brain to
Absolutely.
know what you're doing when we're doing it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But like, let's show up together.
If any of this resonated with you guys, please, take what helps, leave what doesn't, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode.
See you guys next week.
If you have any questions or would like to connect with us, please follow us on Instagram and send us a DM, or send us an email to the platforms listed below.